This is the morning of day 4. I'm just under the bridge, Highway 82, cleaning up a little bit. I don't want to go into Patagonia and give hiker trash a bad name, but it is cold. Every morning is just freezing. This is probably why most people start the Arizona Trail in March. So day 4. I'm through with Patagonia. I went in, had breakfast. Usually my favorite thing having breakfast in these trail towns is ordering 2 breakfasts, and when the waitress says, do you want to wait for the other party? I say, no, they're both here, but today I needed to charge up all my electronics, so I just ordered 1 breakfast. Then I ordered the second breakfast. And they still weren't charged up, so then I ordered a muffin. And my plan was to wait for the library to open at 10 and then keep recharging. When I went into the restaurant at 8:30 in the morning, it was still outside, like inside of a meat locker. But that miracle sun, by the time I came out an hour and a half later, had warmed everything up, and so I was able to take my resupply box to the park right across the street. Found a power plug on a pole that you probably use for events or something, and I was able to continue charging, get my resupply all packed into my pack, which now weighs probably 30 pounds. I've got enough food to get me to mile 187, which is I think 135 miles. And so it's a beautiful day. I'm on this new section of trail, so I went back out to the bridge that goes over the creek on 82 where I left off this morning. So when I did it in 14, I came in on Hershaw Road, walked into town, and then you walk out of town on the street on the west side of the high school, and that turns into a Forest Service road, and it's just kind of a boring road walk up into the hills, past a bunch of ranchettes. But this new section of trail they've built is beautiful through the Borderlands wildlife area. Much more interesting, a lot more, I mean, it's rolling, but gradual climb. They've just done a beautiful job. Thank you, Arizona Trail Crews. So this is the first water, about a half hour from the 82 crossing. So after eating like a little pig in Patagonia, when I got back to the trail, under the bridge is a water cache, and so I guzzled a liter of water. And when I started out, I felt like I was going to give live birth to a gray whale, but now after a couple hours I've kind of worked it off. It's kind of like filling up with rocket fuel and leaving the Cape. But after a while I'll be wishing I could sit down to another couple of breakfasts. But there won't be another hot meal till Summer Haven, once I get up into the Catalinas. You run into a lot of things on the trail. I've seen on the PCT blades laying across the trail that have blown off windmills, but this one's new to me. It could be an alien rocket ship has landed here, and I'm the first one to find it. So I'm 4.5 days in, and this is kind of a first. I've been looking for a full sun to sit and rest in up until now, but today it's hot enough that I wanted to find some shade. And if you start the trail in a normal season like March or middle of March, you'll be looking for shade a lot. I can remember looking at these long, tall, thin saguaro cactus with just a shadow and trying to lay in that shadow because that was the only shade around. So it varies out here. No matter when you start, it can be cold, it can be super hot. You just never know. Prepare for all of it. Okay, we're closing the books on day 4. I'm on I think it's a Forest Service road, maybe. Something gulch, probably Dead Man's Gulch. And all the air is gonna come, all the cold air is gonna drop into this canyon tonight. So even though I've made good time, I'm at mile 65. I'm gonna keep going and see if I can climb out of this canyon before I find a flat spot.